conversation on the double pane blurs the taillights into a soft orange streak. You are turning the ceramic mug around and around, looking at the tiny hairline cracked near the rim, as if it holds the answer to the long silence. The ceiling fan is spinning on its lowest gear, cutting the low-hung amber light into thin slices. We are sitting right below the humming fridge, where the cold air and the warm steam collide at the very edge of the closing hour. We don't need to bend the words tonight. Let the friction of the rain slow down the world. Just a small pocket of a 72 beat, where the glare is softened and the angle changes, in the safety of this temporary room. A forgotten umbrella left on the metal rack, drying itself without making a single sound. You look up, your gaze refracting through the steam. We are both lingering at the end of the menu. We don't need to bend the words tonight. Let the friction of the rain slow down the world. Just a small pocket of a 72 beat, where the glare is softened and the angle changes, in the safety of this temporary room. The ceiling fan is spinning on its lowest gear, a tiny hairline cracked near the rim, refraction and you, safe and slow. The cafe door swings slowly as midnight settles in. Wet umbrellas lean together near the fogged up window frame. You stir melting ice cubes without looking up at me, while old jazz from the speakers falls softly through the room. A tired worker flips the sign from open into closed. Still nobody asks us why we haven't moved yet. Outside, the passing headlights fade across the rainy glass, and somewhere in the silence our breathing falls in time. There is something beautiful in the quiet between us. Words would only break apart this small and fragile warmth, like steam above the coffee, slowly disappearing. Still the feeling softly lingers in the quiet between us. your sleeves above your hands and lean against the window. The city glows like distant water under amber-colored lights. There is something beautiful in the quiet between us. Even all the rainy streets feel softer for a while. No need for explanations, no need to say goodbye. We can stay here for a moment inside this fading night. Coffee cooling on the table, neon trembling through the glass. You and I still breathing slowly in the quiet between us. The ceramic tile is growing cold. A half-faded stamp on a paper sleeve. Your knuckles are tucked inside an oversized wool. We watch the steam rising, turning into a blur. No one is checking the time on the wall. The wooden counter has a long deep scratch, a quiet geography of someone else's winter. You trace the line with a vintage copper ring, while the espresso machine breathes out a heavy sigh. We are safe inside this amber-lit cage. We don't need to explain the silence. Let the condensation blur the traffic outside. Just a small pocket of a 72 beat, where the warmth doesn't spill, it just stays in the comfort of this fragile space. A single wet coat hanging by the door, dropping its weight one beat at a time. You look up, your eyes reflecting the low-hung bulb. We are both lingering at the end of the menu. We don't need to explain the silence. Let the condensation blur the traffic outside. Just a small pocket of a 72 beat, where the warmth doesn't spill, it just stays in the comfort of this fragile space. The ceramic tile is growing cold. A half-faded stamp on a paper sleeve. Amber light and you, safe and slow. tracing the porcelain rim, watching the steam consume the empty spaces you left behind right across the table. The fluorescent light flickers, weary and unstable. A half-read paperback novel, spine broken in two. Every chapter feels like a blueprint of me and you. The barista is sweeping up the dust of the day gone by. A clock on the brick wall is ticking a hollow goodbye. I'm not drowning in tears, no. It's a quieter sort of gray, just watching the amber liquid slowly turn into clay. We used to talk until the milk turned cold and sour. Now I'm just counting the cracks in the tiles hour by hour. Oh, the city is a graveyard of things we never said. Just a pocket full of loose change and a heavy head. But there's a strange kind of mercy in this lonely cafe. The residue of your ghost is fading from the velvet chair, and I'm learning to breathe in the quietude. Chalk lines of our past. Some things are beautifully built, but never meant to last. The hum of the refrigerator is my only friend tonight. Oh, the city is a graveyard of things we never said. Just a pocket full of loose change. There's a strange kind of mercy in this lonely cafe. The residue of your ghost is fading from the velvet chair, and I'm learning to breathe in the quietude. The espresso stains on the napkin like a faded map. I leave the keys on the counter, let the darkness wrap. Good night, my beautiful ruin. One light's still shining at the corner cafe tonight. Almost every chair is empty. Midnight closing time. A tired worker wipes the tables without saying a word. Outside the wet and silent streets glow beneath neon signs, and somewhere far beyond the station a lonely siren cries. Maybe every fading night leaves a quiet story inside someone's heart. The last cafe light still burns softly tonight, like a small forgotten dream trying not to disappear. The last cafe light warms my restless heart, while the sleepless city slowly falls into the dark. Steam rises from the coffee like drifting memories, and old songs through the speakers sound softer after rain. People come and leave each other like passing winter trains, but somehow this small quiet place still asks me to remain. Maybe all the broken hearts gather in places nobody notices. The last cafe light still burns softly tonight, like a small forgotten dream trying not to disappear. The last cafe light warms my restless heart, while the sleepless city slowly falls into the dark. Even after morning comes and this night disappears, I know these lonely melodies will stay somewhere inside me. The last cafe light still shines in my mind, like the warmth of someone I could never fully hold. The last cafe light, stay with me tonight, until all these wandering feelings finally become still. The city feels quieter after the rain stops. Water drips from traffic lights onto empty streets below. Clouds slowly drift apart above the sleepless town. I walk without a destination, hands deep inside my coat, listening to distant footsteps disappear into the night. Maybe every storm eventually leaves behind a softer kind of silence. After the rain stops, the lonely night remains. Streetlights shining softly across the cooling pavement. After the rain stops, my heart still calls for you, like a fading melody floating through the dark. A late night bus moves slowly past the silent avenue. Warm light spills from small cafes onto the wet concrete. Someone laughs behind a doorway, someone closes up the store, and all these ordinary moments suddenly feel beautiful. Maybe tired hearts can heal little by little through nights like this. After settle softly over the city tonight. Warm coffee in cold hands, fog gathers on the window outside the empty crosswalk. Blinking lights wait alone. Someone left their laughter floating in the quiet room, and old familiar sadness sits beside me once again. Maybe every lonely heart needs a place to rest a while before morning comes again. Empty streets and warm coffee keeping me awake tonight. Soft songs from distant speakers filling up the dark. Empty streets and warm coffee like a small surviving light, holding all my tired feelings close against the night. Rainwater on the sidewalks reflects the neon signs. Late buses disappear slowly beyond the sleeping town. The smell of rain and espresso still lingers in the air, like memories too gentle to completely let go. Maybe broken nights become the stories we remember long after they are gone. Empty streets and warm coffee keeping me awake tonight. Soft songs from distant speakers filling up the dark. Empty streets and warm coffee like a small surviving light, holding all my tired feelings close against the night. Even silence sounds beautiful when the world grows this quiet, and every fading heartbeat feels closer than before. Empty streets and warm coffee still remain tonight, like unfinished conversations beneath the rainy sky. Empty streets and warm coffee stay here for a while until all these restless feelings slowly drift away. Streetlights shimmer across the wet pavement. I walked alone after midnight, hands buried in my coat. Cold wind moving through the alleys like unfinished words. Cars disappear into the distance, leaving fading sounds behind, and every passing moment feels slower in the rain. Maybe all these lonely nights are teaching me how to quietly survive. Lights beyond the rain, cold my trying to stay alive. Lights beyond the rain blur before my eyes, but somewhere in the darkness a small warmth survives. The old cafe is closing, chairs turned upside down. Someone sweeps the empty silence from the wooden floor. Coffee scent and tired music still remain inside, like memories refusing to completely disappear. Maybe broken hearts become more beautiful after surviving storms. Lights beyond the rain call my name tonight, like forgotten dreams still trying to stay alive. Lights beyond the rain blur before my eyes, but somewhere in the darkness a small warmth survives. Even if tomorrow comes with another lonely morning, I will keep walking slowly toward the fading light. Lights beyond the rain still shine quietly through the sleepless streets and tired city skies. Beyond the rain, stay with me tonight, like a soft and distant melody floating through the dark. The last train is leaving through the rainy city tonight. Empty seats beside the window blur beneath fluorescent lights. Someone sleeping with their headphones, someone staring into dark. Outside the trembling rail tracks, cold buildings drift away, and old forgotten memories quietly return again. Maybe every passing train carries unfinished hearts somewhere beyond the night. Midnight train memories run through me tonight, like old photographs fading under station lights. Midnight train memories won't let me forget all the small and fragile moments still inside my chest. Coffee from the station vending machine still warm inside my hands. Rainwater on my jacket feels colder after you. Far away apartment windows glow like distant stars, and I wonder if you miss me in some quiet room tonight. Maybe loneliness becomes a part of growing older, like rain becoming winter. Midnight train memories go softly inside the falling rain. Midnight train memories stay with me tonight, like the last train disappearing into endless city lights. People come and go like passing seasons. You sat beside the window watching rain blur neon signs. Your quiet eyes look lonely like mine did every night. Coffee steam above the table slowly disappeared, and somehow in that silence I wanted you to stay. Maybe hearts can recognize the sadness in each other even before words begin. Rain inside the cafe softly falls tonight. Lonely songs and coffee cups keeping us alive. Rain inside the cafe, warm lights in your eyes. For a little moment the whole world felt alright. Outside the city wandered without a place to rest. Umbrellas crossed like strangers under flickering lights. You smiled for just a second, then looked away again. But your trembling little heartbeat reached me through the dark. Maybe every tired soul needs somewhere to breathe, needs someone beside them. Rain inside the cafe softly falls tonight. Lonely songs and coffee cups keeping us alive. Rain inside the cafe, warm lights in your eyes. For a little moment the whole world felt alright. Even after morning comes, this night may disappear. Still I know your quiet warmth will remain with me. Rain inside the cafe still falls in my heart, like a song that keeps returning after all this time. Rain inside the cafe, stay here for a while, until all our lonely feelings fade into the light. The night is slowly breathing. Neon lights are trembling. People fill the empty silence with small conversations, coffee cups and tired faces floating through the dark. I pretend that I am fine like everybody else, but my lonely little heartbeat keeps calling out your name. Maybe all these city lights are hiding broken hearts. Maybe everybody here is missing someone too. unfinished memories inside a quiet song. Someone lies beside the doorway, someone says goodbye. Taxi lights spill across the window like faded yellow stars. I sit alone with old emotions warming cold hands, listening to soft guitar echoes filling up the room. Maybe every passing moment leaves a trace behind. Even small forgotten feelings shine somewhere at night. Slowly, slowly, this long night flows away like smoke above the rooftops, like rain across the train tracks. Slowly, slowly, my heart drifts back to you like unfinished memories inside a quiet song. Even without your voice, the night still sounds like you. Every street and every shadow leads me back again. Slowly, slowly, morning starts to blur the sky, but somewhere in the city our unfinished feelings stay alive. Slowly, slowly, I still wait without a reason, like an old cafe melody that never truly ends. Late night coffee, cold wind through the window. Someone is laughing far away. I left another long day on the corner of the table. Streetlights blur like old memories under rainy glass tonight. People pass like drifting trains, hearts rushing somewhere else. But I just stay here quietly listening to this lonely song. Maybe life keeps moving even when we stop a while. Maybe broken feelings still glow softly in the dark. Stay with me tonight like cafe lights that never sleep. Soft melodies and fading rain, holding tired hearts together. Stay with me tonight like old movies and coffee stains. Every lonely little feeling turns into a song again. The city slowly loses color after midnight passes by. Half-empty cups and silent tables feel like unfinished words. Somewhere people fall in love, somewhere people say goodbye. And I'm sitting by the window watching headlights drift away. Maybe all these moments disappear like winter breath. Still I wanna keep them like a photograph inside my heart. Stay with me tonight like cafe lights that never sleep. Soft melodies and fading rain, holding tired hearts together. Stay with me tonight like old movies and coffee stains. Every lonely little feeling turns into a song again. Even sadness sounds beautiful when the night becomes this quiet. Even loneliness feels warmer with music in the air. Stay with me tonight until the morning slowly comes. Let the city fade behind us like a dream beyond the rain. just a little while. We left our umbrellas by the door on purpose, stepping out into the air that finally stopped weeping. We don't need a shield between us and the morning anymore. The dark handles leaning against the wet plastic bin, as if we are leaving a piece of the night behind. The delivery trucks are busy unloading the daily crates. The world is moving forward without asking for our permission. You pull your hands deep into your pockets, taking a long deep breath of the cold scrubbed air. No longer looking back at the corner stool we held. We don't need to carry the dampness into the sun. Let the wet pavement hold the tracks of our longest night. Just a small pocket of a 72 beat, where the end isn't a crash, it's just a quiet door opening in the safety of this brand new daylight. The glass door clicks shut behind our backs. The little bell chimes one last time for us. You look up, the first real sunlight catching the edge of your shoulder. We are finally walking past the end of the menu. We don't need to carry the dampness into the sun. Let the wet pavement hold the tracks of our longest night. Just a small pocket of a 72 beat, where the end isn't a crash, it's just a quiet door opening in the safety of this brand new daylight. Between umbrellas leaning by the entrance, the sun erasing the puddles one by one. We left our umbrellas by the door on purpose, and you safe and bright. The sky was slowly turning silver beyond the fogged up cafe glass. A worker flipped the sign to closed but left the lights on for a while. You sat quietly beside the window, watching the empty street brighten, while coffee cooled between our hands without either of us noticing. Outside, the buses started running, carrying strangers into daylight. Someone opened up the bakery, letting warm bread scent drift outside. You smiled at something small and distant. I never asked you to explain, and somehow all the sleepless silence felt lighter than before. We don't need to stay inside the night forever. Let the morning slowly find us where we are. Just a small pocket of a 72 beat, where tired hearts can finally loosen under lights that stayed on until morning. The cafe speaker stopped between songs, leaving only dishes softly clinking. You looked up beneath the fading amber light, and the whole room seemed to breathe again. We don't need to carry every sadness forward. Let the warm sunlight soften what remains. Just a small pocket of a 72 beat, where lonely nights dissolve without warning, under lights that stayed on until morning. Steam disappearing from empty cups, sunlight resting on the wooden floor. The light stayed on until morning. Warm and slow. We are just waiting for the first subway to clear the air, watching the sky turn from deep indigo to a pale blue. Your car keys are already sitting flat on the tabletop, no longer hidden, no longer a subject of our hesitation. We finally run out of things to pretend about. The streetlights outside flickered and shut down all at once, leaving the pavement looking raw and strangely wide. You don't look sad, you just look incredibly quiet, adjusting the strap of your watch with a steady hand, as if preparing yourself for the ordinary world outside. We don't need to drag the shadow into the morning. Let the dawn train take the way we couldn't dissolve. Just a small pocket of a 72 beat, where our silence isn't a wall, it's just a long breath in the safety of this clearing room. The metal shutter of the pharmacy across the street rolls up, the sharp metallic clatter signaling the end of our lock-in. You look up, a small, genuine smile at the corner of your lips. We are both finally standing up from the menu. We don't need to drag this shadow into the morning. Let the dawn train take the weight we couldn't dissolve. Just a small pocket of a 72 beat, where our silence isn't a wall, it's just a long breath in the safety of this clearing room. The pale blue light filling the coffee shop windows, your keys lifted from the wooden table. We are just waiting for the first subway to clear the air, and you, safe and slow. A yellow bus rolls through the sunlight, splashing water near the curb. Someone laughs across the crosswalk, holding coffee in both hands. You walk beside me without hurry, matching footsteps with the wind, while the city slowly stretches out beneath the afternoon. Storefront windows hold reflections of drifting clouds and passing bikes. Music spills from half-open cafes onto the warming sidewalks. You stop briefly at the corner, brushing hair behind your ear, and somehow all the restless silence feels far away from here. We don't need to talk about forever. Let the sunlight stay across the street. Just a small pocket of a 74 beat, where tired hearts begin to loosen inside this soft and open day. Warm wind moves between the buildings, carrying traces of the rain. You look up beneath the pale blue sky, and the whole world softens around your eyes. We don't need to hold on to the sadness. Let the afternoon carry it away. Just a small pocket of a 74 beat, where lonely nights dissolve completely inside this quiet warmth between us. Sunlight resting on the pavement, coffee cooling in your hands. Warm wind between us, bright and slow. The rain has already stopped, but we need it to continue. Neither of us is looking out the dark glass window, because acknowledging the dry pavement outside would mean our only excuse to stay has vanished. So we keep pretending the sky's still falling. The background music has repeated the same loop 3 times, a lo-fi beat that we both know by heart now. You trace the condensation on your glass one last time, erasing the small path your finger made earlier, as if trying to wipe away the evidence of our delay. We are just building a wall out of ghost rain tonight, holding up the ceiling before the daylight breaks in. Just a small pocket of a 72 beat, where the storm keeps raging as long as we say so, in the safety of this artificial storm. Staff is cleaning the espresso machine with the loud hiss, the final steam of the night. You look up, your coat already zipped up to your chin. We are both listening to a sky that has gone dead quiet. We are just building a wall out of ghost rain tonight, holding up the ceiling before the daylight breaks in. Just a small pocket of a 72 beat, where the storm keeps raging as long as we say so, in the safety of this artificial storm. The lo-fi beat fading out in the corner, the dry pavement waiting right outside the door. The rain has already stopped, but we need it to continue. And you, safe and slow. We are choosing the worst timing on purpose, talking about the things that shouldn't be said at dawn, when the city is too quiet to hide our secrets, and the coffee is already gone completely cold, as if the darkness gives us permission to be reckless. The headlights from the street sweep across your face, a 5-second flash that shows how tired we are. We both know the morning will demand an answer, but we keep pushing the clock back with our silence, sitting exactly where the shadows are the thickest. We don't need to justify this beautiful mistake. Let the heavy rain outside take all the blame. Just a small pocket of a 72 beat, where we can pretend this isn't our last stop, in the safety of this expiring room. The neon open sign in the window turns off with a click, leaving us in the purest shade of the night. You look up, your voice dropping to a lower octave. We are both staring at the keys in your head. We don't need to justify this beautiful mistake. Let the heavy rain outside take all the blame. Just a small pocket of a 72 beat, where we can pretend this isn't our last stop, in the safety of this expiring room. The 5-second flash of the passing car, the cold coffee left between us. We are choosing the worst timing on purpose, and you, safe and slow. spills across the table through the half-open cafe blinds. People laugh along the sidewalk, carrying slow weekend bags. You brush the crumbs beside your coffee with the back of your hand, while the city moves much softer than it did last night. A bicycle passes by the window, leaving shadows on the floor. Someone opens up the front door, bringing warm wind through the room. You tuck loose hair behind your ear and smile without a reason, like the world has finally loosened its heavy shoulders for a while. We don't need to think about tomorrow. Let the sunlight stay where it wants to fall. Just a small pocket of a 72 beat, where tired hearts grow lighter slowly. Inside this quiet Saturday warmth. Steam rises softly from the coffee, turning gold beneath the light. You look up across the wooden table and the whole room brightens around your eyes. We don't need to hurry through the moment. Let the afternoon drift slowly by. Just a small pocket of a 72 beat, where lonely nights dissolve into warmth. Inside this quiet Saturday light. Sunlight resting on the window, coffee cooling near your hands. Saturday sunlight and you, warm and slow. The menu has been closed for an hour. Neither of us is going to order anything else. We just keep our fingers resting on the leather cover, as if opening it again would mean we have to leave, or closing it completely would mean it's over. The staff are quietly stacking the chairs in the back, making that blunt, distant friction against the tile. We are perfectly aware of our expiring time, but we choose to ignore the polite cough from the counter, staying exactly where the light begins to dim. We are just stretching the last sentence of the night, hanging on to the ellipsis between our shoulders. Just a small pocket of a 72 beat, where nobody asks if we are staying or leaving, in the safety of this borrowed room. Outside is no longer a conversation starter. It's just a background noise realize that we forgot to turn off. You look up and your eyes say what the menu couldn't hold. We are both staring at the same blurred exit sign. We are just stretching the last sentence of the night, hanging on to the ellipsis between our shoulders. Just a small pocket of a 72 beat, where nobody asks if we are staying or leaving, in the safety of this borrowed room. The leather cover untouched under our hands, the chair stacked high in the corner. The menu has been closed for an hour, and you, safe and slow. Rainwater gathers near the doorway beneath the flickering neon sign. You sit quietly beside the window, warming both hands around your cup. Outside, the passing headlights shimmer across the wet and empty street, while low cafe speakers softly hum into the thinning midnight air. A folded receipt beside your phone moves gently in the heater wind. The worker stacks the final chairs near the edge of closing time. Still neither one of us says anything about eventually leaving, like two tired hearts suspended inside this temporary warmth. We don't need to hurry through the silence. Let the night breathe slowly around us. Just a small pocket of a 72 beat, where loneliness softens little by little until the coffee gets cold. Steam rises between untouched cups, blurring reflections on the glass. You look up beneath the amber light, and the whole room slows around your eyes. We don't need to rescue the moment. Let the rain fall softly through the city. Just a small pocket of a 72 beat, where distant hearts feel warm again, until the coffee gets cold. Neon trembling on the window, coffee cooling near your hands, until the coffee gets cold, safe and slow. the entrance door is holding the small muddy pool of the city's rain. Your leather boot leaves a faint damp crescent moon every time you nervously tap your heel against the floor. We are watching the water slowly widen its seam. The wooden table leg is wedged with a folded card to keep the uneven surface from rocking between us. You don't even unwrap the paper napkin from the fork, just aligned it perfectly parallel to the edge of the wood. As if a single millimeter out of place would break the peace. We don't need to lift the weight tonight. Let the gravity of the damp air hold us down. Just a small pocket of a 72 beat, where the water doesn't rush, it just pools at our feet. In the stillness of this heavy room. A single wet leaf stuck to the glass outside, losing its grip, sliding down into the dark. You look up, your gaze fixed on the copper water pipe. We are both lingering at the end of the menu. We don't need to lift the weight tonight. Let the gravity of the damp air hold us down. Just a small pocket of a 72 beat, where the water doesn't rush, it just pools at our feet. In the stillness of this heavy room. The muddy pool on the rubber mat, the folded card beneath the table leg, puddle and you, safe and the rain has almost disappeared beyond the glowing window frame. A paper napkin slowly moves in the heater wind beside your cup. You smile without looking at me, while tracing circles in the steam. And somewhere near the empty counter, dishes softly clink together. The last subway must have passed by now, but neither one of us checks the time. A quiet song from old cafe speakers falls gently through the closing room. Your sleeves cover half your hands, like you are holding on to warmth, while amber reflections drift slowly across the surface of the glass. We don't need to talk about tomorrow. Let the quiet settle where it wants to stay. Just a small pocket of a 72 beat, where tired hearts grow lighter slowly inside this soft closing time. Steam rises between untouched cups, blurring the distance in the air. You look up beneath the hanging light, and the whole cafe slows around your eyes. We don't need to hold on to the moment. Let the night breeze softly through the rain. Just a small pocket of a 72 beat, where loneliness loosens little by little inside this soft closing time. Coffee cooling near your fingertips, city lights fading on the glass, soft closing time, and you safe and slow. A single speck of dust floating midair, caught in the sharp beam of the halogen spotlight. Your eyes are following its slow, erratic descent, avoiding the straight line of my frozen gaze, as if a collision would make us both shatter. Plastic blinds are slightly unevenly drawn, creating a zebra pattern of darkened light across your chest. You shift your weight on the creaking wooden floor, just a fraction of an inch away from the drafty window, where the cold air leaks through the rubber lining. We don't need to balance the air tonight. Let the invisible currents drift between our shoulders. Just a small pocket of a 72 beat, where the pressure doesn't drop, it just holds its breath in the suspension of this fragile room. Heavy exit door swollen from the dampness, resisting the latch with a tiny metallic groan. You look up, your eyelashes casting a long shadow on your cheek. We are both lingering at the end of the menu. We don't need to balance the air tonight. Let the invisible currents drift between our shoulders. Just a small pocket of a 72 beat, where the pressure doesn't drop, it just holds its breath in the suspension of this fragile room. The single speck of dust disappearing, the zebra pattern of light across the bench, turbulence, and you safe and slow. The streetlight trembling on the wet pavement moves slowly with the passing rain. You warm your hands around the coffee cup without saying anything. A taxi disappears beyond the crossing light, leaving gold reflections on the glass. And somewhere in the fading midnight, the city exhales softly. Cafe speaker hums with old jazz tones, low enough to almost disappear. You brush the fog away from the window, watching buses drift through the dark. The last employee stacks the empty chairs near the edge of closing time. Still neither one of us wants to stand up first. We don't need to hurry through the silence. Let the quiet rain settle on our coast. Just a small pocket of a 72 contemporary life. Steam rises between untouched cups, softening the distance in the air. You look up and meet the amber ceiling light, and the whole room slows around your eyes. We don't need to hurry through the silence. Let the quiet rain soften every thought. Just a small pocket of a 72 beat where loneliness fades into warmth inside. This fragile little world. Streetlight reflections on the window, coffee cooling near your hands, quiet rain, and you safe and slow. The sharp, sour scent of burnt coffee beans is hanging low over the unwashed metal tray. Your fingers leave a faint, oily smudge on the matte finish of your aluminum laptop case. We are breathing in the residue of a long, stale day. The brass nozzle of the steam wand is stained with a thin white crust of the evening's milk. You scratch at the label of your sparkling water bottle, peeling the green paper into neat, narrow strips, while the bleach from the mop slowly fills the floor. We don't need a fresh start, anything tonight. Let the oxygen slowly rust the iron outside. Just a small pocket of a 72 beat where the air doesn't circulate. It just holds the weight in the density of this fading room. The damp cardboard of the pastry box softening under the humidity of the corner counter. You look up, the faint smell of rain on your denim jacket. We are both lingering at the end of the menu. We don't need a fresh start, anything tonight. Let the oxygen slowly rust the iron outside. Just a small pocket of a 72 beat where the air doesn't circulate. It just holds the weight in the density of this fading room. The sour scent of the unwashed tray, the green paper stripped on the table, oxidation, and you safe and slow. Two empty cups beside the window, still holding traces of the night. A folded receipt near your elbow moves slightly in the heater wind. Outside the wet buses keep passing, leaving soft reflections on the street, while your fingertips rest quietly against the cooling ceramic mug. The cafe playlist stopped between songs for just a second too long, and somehow in that small silence the whole room seemed to breathe slower. You pull your sleeves across your hands like protecting a fading warmth. As steam disappears into the ceiling near the edge of closing time. We don't need to hold the moment tightly. Let the warmth remain where it wants to stay. Just a small pocket of a 72 beat, where the rain turns soft against the glass inside this temporary light. A passing siren bends through the distance, then slowly disappears again. You look outside without saying anything, while amber reflections move across your face. We don't need to hold the moment tightly. Let the warmth remain where it wants to stay. Just a small pocket of a 72 beat, where the rain turns soft against the glass inside this temporary light. Two empty cups beside the window, the folded receipt left untouched, the warmth left on the table, safe and slow. The refrigerator gives a long low purr below the 30 decibel line of this room. Your plastic straw makes a sharp scrape sound against the melting ice at the bottom of the glass. We are measuring the silence by these micro noises. The heavy canvas of your wet tote bag makes a dull thudding sound on the wooden bench. You tap the screen of your muted phone, 5 bright vertical bars of a signal that doesn't ring, while the espresso basket clicks into the metal group head. We don't need to raise our voices tonight. Let the friction of the wiper blades outside fade away. Just a small pocket of a 72 beat, where the sound doesn't echo, it just hits the wall in the safety of this damp acoustic cage. The The rubber seal of the entrance door hissing softly as the wind pushes from the street. You look up, your teeth gently biting the paper cup. We are both lingering at the end of the menu. We don't need to raise our voices tonight. Let the friction of the wiper blades outside fade away. Just a small pocket of a 72B where the sound doesn't echo, it just hits the wall in the safety of this damp acoustic cage. The refrigerator's low, steady purr, the 5 bright bars on the muted screen. Decibel and you, safe and slow. Stainless kettle has lost its steam. Tiny water beads running down its metallic skin. Your boots are tucked neatly beneath the metal stool. Careful not to brush against my vintage leather shoes, as if a single touch break the room apart. The slow hum of the ice machine wall is the only clock that works in this hidden corner. You haven't unbuttoned your long gray trench coat, just keeping your collar turned up to your ears, as if the cold from outside is still walking with you. We don't need to force the spaces closer. Let the moisture on the glass shield us from the street. Just a small pocket of a 72 beat where the mist doesn't freeze, it just softly the safety of this temporary room. The porcelain saucer stacked high on the shelf, slightly rattling as the morning milk truck arrives. You look up, your gaze catching the silver pastry tones. We are both lingering at the end of the menu. We don't need to force the spaces closer. Let the moisture on the glass shield us from the street. Just a small pocket of a 72 beat where the mist doesn't freeze, it just softly rolls down in the safety of this temporary room. The stainless kettle on the counter, your boots still tucked beneath the stool. Condensation and you, safe and slow. The coffee grinder stopped a minute ago, leaving us soft ringing in the quiet room. You fold the paper napkin into smaller squares without noticing the rain slowing outside, while blue reflections drift across the window. A single chair remains turned upside down, like someone leaving in the middle of a thought. Your coat sleeve brushes against the wooden edge as warm steam fades between our untouched cups, near the end of another sleepless hour. We don't need to hurry through the silence. Let the blue hours settle softly on our coats. Just a small pocket of a 72 beat, where the lonely light bends and loses shape inside this temporary warmth. The old refrigerator hums beneath the counter, like distant traffic underneath the rain. You look up slowly through the thinning steam, and the whole cafe feels suspended in amber at the edge of closing time. We don't need to hurry through the silence. Let the blue hours settle softly on our coats. Just a small pocket of a 72 beat, where the lonely light bends and loses shape inside this temporary warmth. The coffee grinder stopped a minute ago. Blue reflections fading on the glass. Slow blue hours, and you safe and slow. The checker napkin is slightly damp, where you ran your finger along the hem. We watched the espresso machine fade into standby, the small red light blinking every 5 seconds, as if it's counting the words we left unsaid. Your watch face catches the low watt bulb, an elegant circle of brushed stainless steel. You haven't looked at it even once tonight, just keeping your wrist crossed over your lap, as if the hour has completely frozen here. We don't need to pack up the heavy thoughts. Let the low ceiling hold the quiet hum of the night. Just a small pocket of a 72 beat, where the sediment settles at the bottom of the cup, leaving only the cleanest part of us. a gentle crease between your brows. We are both lingering at the end of the menu. We don't need to pack up the heavy thoughts. Let the low ceiling hold the quiet hum of the night. Just a small pocket of a 72 beat, where the sediment settles at the bottom of the cup, leaving only the cleanest part of us. The checkered napkin on the table, the red standby light still blinking, sediment and you, safe and slow. A silver spoon resting on the saucer edge, clinking slightly as the heavy buzz passes by. You haven't touched the brown sugar packet yet, just watching the crystals catch the dim counter light, while the city outside washes itself clean. The leather of the stool has a faint, worn scent, a quiet history of damp coats and long nights. You keep your palms flat against the cold laminate, measuring the exact distance between our coats at the very edge of the closing hour. We don't need to force the conversation. Let the weight of steam settle on our wound. Just a small pocket of a 72 beat, where the cold doesn't bite, it just fades away in the safety of this temporary room. The neon sign on the kitchen wall flickers once, then stays quiet, giving up its faint buzz. You look up, your breath leaving a brief mist on the glass. We are both lingering at the end of the menu. We don't need to force the conversation. Let the weight of steam settle on our wound. Just a small pocket of a 72 beat, where the cold doesn't bite, it just fades away in the safety of this temporary room. A silver spoon resting on the saucer edge, the brown sugar packet untouched, the weight of steam and you, safe